Yeah, I'm pissed we didn't make a video about this sooner, as the possibilities of Ultra Instinct having different aspects was something John and I discussed when Goku's new form was rumored so long ago. Being such a big fan of Goku and John of Vegeta, we knew that Dragon Ball Super had to continue the trend of shaking things up a little bit. We theorized that this new form would focus on a different aspect of the user that unleashes this new form's power. If there's one thing that the Dragon Ball Z series and much of Dragon Ball Super has taught us, it's that Goku has always been more of a defensive, reactive fighter. Someone who could take a beating and still come back fighting strong. So we figured that this new form would boost or simply focus on Goku's endurance and or his defensive capabilities.
Right. And as we talk about Vegeta, I mean, he's always been more of the aggressive, focused style of fighter. He's always been in your face, high power, let's, overpower this opponent. And the only thing that really has stopped him is his pride for those moments. But with that pride, it's always led to this combatant needs to be big enough, bad enough for me to then show I'm going to overpower even more. That would lead to what we always, presumed, Ultra Instinct, the attack form. This attack form being, I'm gonna punch the crap out of someone, or I'm gonna blast the crap out of someone. Knowing exactly what move to go in on someone, while, Goku kind of dodging around. Goku's gonna be in your face. When Vegeta finally unlocks this Ultra Instinct state, it's going to boost his offensive capabilities. It's going to, make him hit harder, ki blast, harder and more. And it's just going to be what that, missing link in almost like a Kaioken type state. All this power and brutal overtaking of the enemy.
What we thought would also happen would be that Gohan may gain Ultra Instinct as well, but it would boost or simply focus on Gohan's speed and agility. But with how the episodes are currently unfolding, it seems doubtful. But one can hope, right? What we do know for certain, however, is that Goku's current use of Ultra Instinct focuses solely on the defensive side of combat, as Whis points out in episode 116. So that means we may see Goku eventually reach either a complete or perfect Ultra Instinct form before the end of the Universe Survival Saga, or something a little bit more interesting.
And as we go back to Vegeta, I mean, we've seen him attempt to go into Ultra Instinct state in episode 117 just this past weekend. And of course, it ended up failing. Now, why would this fail? And I think ultimately the reason for that is because he was going away from what naturally is him. He tried to almost slip into a Goku sense of mind. Letting go is one part that we said, hey, you need to get into it, but him just kind of letting everything go and almost being defensive and trying to let his body do the work, I think went against what his nature is and what will ultimately bring out his technique for Ultra Instinct being that aggressive style. To further foreshadow the proof about, Vegeta's aggressive Ultra Instinct, when he failed and finally switched back to going aggressive, Whis points out the fact that Vegeta switched to a style that is more natural, alright? And I think what's going to happen is just like Vegeta back in the Battle of the Gods, when something emotional occurred, like Bulma, is what's going to actually catalyst him to be more of aggressive in that Ultra Instinct. It's going to be that breaking point, just as Goku had, to unlock his potential in it. And if that's either a major fight with Jiren, or having someone such as Goku, who he does care about in ways as his rival, something occurs and it pushes Vegeta over the edge to finally tap into the aggressive form of Ultra Instinct.
Actually, since we brought up Jiren, he probably is already using the attack or offensive side of Ultra Instinct. It would make complete sense given just how powerful he is and the way he exerts his force against others. Even worse, he could have already mastered both aspects of Ultra Instinct already, which leads to our next point.
Right, and with Goku and Vegeta each holding half of a full Ultra Instinct technique, it ultimately comes down to the possibility of having a fused combination of the two, having Vegito come back, or even Gogeta making his first appearance, making the full, either complete or perfect Ultra Instinct technique. Now, of course, that would do a little bit of fan service to bring these fusion techniques back, but, with having fusions already taken place, we would just have to see. But how perfect would that be to have the perfect form with Vegito?
Now, even though Gogeta is still not canon and has only been seen in the movies, that hasn't stopped Dragon Ball Super from taking something from the movies and making it into canon, such as the legendary Super Saiyan, also known as the Berserker form. And seeing as how neither Goku nor Vegeta have easy access to the Porta earrings, It seems much more likely that the two will have to do the fusion dance to combine their might, resulting in Gogeta.
So even though we can appreciate Goku and Vegeta's rivalry all through, Dragon Ball Z up to Super and hopefully even beyond, it really showed how much each of them has grown. Their rivalry has pushed them forward to even beyond going from gods, now going to this Ultra Instinct capabilities. Now, the one thing that we would love to see, though, is more the Z Fighters kind of getting their own catch-up, if you will, trying to achieve almost what they have gotten to kind of make as par. Now, with Ultra Instinct kind of being more of a technique and almost an awakening of self, maybe this will be that gate for more of the Z Fighters to be on par, or at least catch up to Goku and Vegeta. After all, that means just about anyone under the right circumstances and conditions can tap into it.
Yeah, and how awesome would it be to see an Ultra Instinct Piccolo or Gohan in the near future? Maybe even Krillin? No? Okay, fine.
But what do you think about everything that we discussed? When do you think Vegeta will unlock his new version of Ultra Instinct? Is there any other Z fighter or other character that you'd like to see gain this technique? Would you rather see Vegeta or Gogeta take on Jiren with the complete or perfect Ultra Instinct? Let us know in the comments below.
As always, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to like, share, and subscribe for more. Also be sure to ding that bell to receive notifications whenever a new podcast or video is posted. Be sure to follow us on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and all other forms of social media that we have listed down in the video's description. Join our Discord server today to join the Ready Comics Roll crew, as well as other rollers, to talk about video games, comics, tabletop, and all the other things that we love. Follow us on Twitch to watch whenever we do live podcasts and other random live streams throughout the week. And if you'd like to help us grow, head over to our Patreon and become a patron today.